The term mindfulness came into being in the 1950s when certain teachers came over from Japan, like Suzuki Roshi, and started to introduce Zen Buddhism. It got picked up by the Beatniks, Jack Kerouac, and then later in the 90s, Thich Nhat Hanh, The Miracle of Mindfulness. This term became very popularized. In auto-process therapy, mindfulness is considered a therapeutic tool. It is probably the most versatile and powerful tool that we have in our entire tool chest. Think of mindfulness as a way to create a bit of distance between our sense of who we are in the moment, the person that we are right now, and the mind, and everything the mind does. Creates a sense of self, creates thoughts, feelings, sensations. It processes all this information. But the trouble is, we start to over-identify with the mind and the ego, our sense of self, and we lose who we are in the moment. So therapeutic mindfulness, as part of the Buddha's checklist of mental health practices, mindfulness and concentration, helps us to do a number of important things. For instance, it helps us to slow the pace, which is very important. We can control the pace better. So throughout the day, we get our momentum going, our adrenaline, we get that task list in our head that we want to check off. Mindfulness can help us to say, slow down, stop, take a breath, step back into the third person observer, non-attached from my mind and my thoughts, and just let everything settle down, sort of reset my nervous system. That's one of the many benefits. Other benefits can be increasing our distress tolerance, our ability to just experience, say, physical pain as more of a sensation and not freak out about it, which only magnifies it, makes it worse. The most important thing about mindfulness as a tool is that it helps us to recognize unhelpful patterns of thinking that drive distress. So catastrophic thinking, everybody knows what that is. We take a little valid concern and we blow it all out of proportion in our mind, right? So mindfulness helps us to sort of step back and go, okay, that's a catastrophic thought, it's not real. There is a grain of truth there and I need to address that, but I don't have to exaggerate everything. That's too extreme. So as a tool, it's very powerful. So in auto-process therapy, of all the tools that we have at our disposal, the practice of non-attaching using mindfulness is probably the most powerful and beneficial.